receive. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think you wanna be more the best? If I back my stuff, I ain't sooner than this. Don't you think you wanna be more the best? If I back my stuff, I ain't sooner than this. Don't you wish I would've been someone else? I wanna feel your gas without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic rising up in you. Why won't you tell me something new? Don't you think you wanna be more the best? If I back my stuff, I ain't sooner than this. Don't you think you wanna be more the best? If I back my stuff, I ain't sooner than this. Don't you wish I would've been someone else? I wanna feel your gas without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think you wanna be more the best? If I back my stuff, I ain't sooner than this. Don't you think you wanna be more the best? If I back my stuff, I ain't sooner than this. Don't you wish I would've been someone else? I wanna feel your gas without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while. Then I'm taking you in. It's like diamonds, glimmer and punch. Shiny predator with a golden gun. Space age girl machine. Space age girl machine. Space age girl machine.
Well, you went and done it this time, Road Dogg. You went and got yourself shadow banned.
Thought you lost me, but I'm right behind. I'm dirty and I'm fancy, and I'll lead you blind. It's like diamonds, glimmer and punch. Shiny predator
Yes,
with a
one
golden
martini, please. Shaken, not stirred.
age girl machine. Space age girl machine.
If you don't have a little cowbell in your life,
You have to ask yourself, do you really have a life at all?
Because a life without just a little cowbell. It was a very gloomy life, my friend.
Ah, but the sunshine rays that flows through the fields when you ring the old cowbell. Hear it ringing around Betsy's neck.
The world is a brighter place.
Damn, feeling lucky. Out above my own streets. Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone CoinEx. So I can't stop. I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you
Mic check, mic check. Wow, they sound loud tonight.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. Hey, I'm Road Dogg. Well, isn't this kind of a nice little sight to see? Got some altcoins popping off there just a little bit. Bitcoin is holding its weight fairly well, I believe. So we're coming in at 59,294 after dipping down to 56 and then hanging around about 57. Well, that's pretty cool. We're still making a series of lower highs and lower lows, but we are in this little kind of downward channeling here. Let me kind of change my little colors here to make them a little easier to see, because I just got, that's too much white on there. These little price tags get on my nerves, but right up here about 60,000 is a good place that we can head. I think we can head a little higher. Maybe right up here on this area about 62. Again, same story is in place as before, because we'll start coming up to these areas and oh my gosh, we're going to the moon again. We're going back to 80,000. And that is a prime place for them to roll us over again. But it's also a great place to start shorting Bitcoin and other altcoins. I think I'm going to partake a little bit in this. I'm going to be trading this as a range. My trade's already set up with my spot positions, my margin positions, where I'm going to be taking profit up here. But on the chance that maybe something this extremely bullish happens and the market recovers out of nothing, we can always get back in. But the chances of it rolling over there are pretty high, especially when you start considering like what the bigger pictures are saying, the bigger time frames are saying. Most notably ones are the MACD. When, gee, can you just get it up here? The monthly MACD is starting to roll over, showing us the first signs of rolling over. It actually did roll over about January 2022. That wasn't fun, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to have to cross yet. There's still quite a bit of difference between that blue line and that red line. So we got some hopium. A lot of things can happen in between there on that monthly. But here on the 2 week, we already got our cross, and that's still pretty fresh. So we got that. Maybe, call me crazy, but let's throw in the 3 week here. What do you look like? All right. So between the monthly and the 3 week, we're starting to look a little rough. So the only thing that can save those from going through this same concept or this same experience is if this one just kind of comes, these other ones snap out of it, the 2 week and especially the 1 week. That's what we need to see, but this one's got some momentum to take us down, or at least down and sideways for a little bit, and that's what I'm foreseeing. So still, as price goes up, I do have a de-risking plan in effect here that's helping me just kind of balance out my portfolios and whatnot. I think it's a good plan. I've been trying to work these plans, but sometimes the market just does not, it doesn't do what you want it to do. But coming back up here, 60 something, 63, 64,000. It's 65,000 and some change that we really got to flip. If you wanna break this little run that what do you call it? This little cycle that we're in right now. Not cycle. This little chop range we got. Come to a clearer chart over here. Here on the daily, we still got that bearish cross that happened recently. Man, I dare say, we're talking, ooh. Yeah, we would need to hold at least right around 65. I'd be satisfied if we can get up around 65. There's a little bit of an area. The higher we could get, the better. But staying down here at 59 is just not going to cut it to give us what we need to do. We got to clear these obstacles in our way. These little moving averages are sitting up there just laughing at us. Ha ha. All of them is crossed, but this one right here, and she's moving. She's trying to move down. Now, if that happens here on the daily, then we got all those suckers. It's like a ribbon. It's the same thing as a ribbon flip. If you're using the ribbon EMA and that strategy, and when it flips, well, oh gosh darn it, we're bearish on the daily. So we're not far from that happening if it happens. So those are the warning signs. However, the bullish things that I can give you for the daily chart is market cipher is giving it a thumbs up. It's a go. They're playing a little red light, green light over here on market cipher. So it was red and looked bad, and the market was scared, and now it's a green dot, and now everybody's looking hopeful. It's a mixed match on YouTube on thumbnails, man. I see some that are just really, really bearish, hopeless almost. Not having much faith in this cycle for some of them, calling for 38,000. Those numbers I don't like. It's hard for me to imagine it going down there, but doesn't mean that I can. It is technically there's a valid argument for it, but it doesn't mean it has to happen. The more that we can range boringly and sideways, and then we see the effect of the halvening kick in. You remember the halvening from April, May, June, July, August, September, October? It's about 6 months out. Number go up, baby, because it's like you got everybody in the world, all the big boys out there thirsting for Bitcoins, but mostly buying them through the ETFs. But that gives it, the ETFs do open up a lot of flexibility for all that. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of good bullish talk out there for Bitcoin. We just got that scary thing where our government is moving things around, and who knows, they may be trying to sell. I don't put it past them with Choke Point 2.0. I don't know if that's, maybe the powers that be like, we can't let Bitcoin do. I don't know. Could be. Could they drive prices down to 38,000 if they wanted to? 10,000 Bitcoin and that little propaganda machines that they can get. Or news stories that get out there. I don't know. I'm sure that they could. Lay some sneaky gun riding son of a. You're going to say golden sandy beaches, weren't you? I was. But here we are on the daily with Bitcoin on the perpetuals, as that's just where I'm at. I got a nice little chart, any chart. CoinEx is what I'm on. We're still under the non-moving average, and that's kind of a big deal. What's a big dealio? We need to recover that. Or else it's probably more downside. However, you come down to these smaller time frames, they still bearish. Don't get me wrong. We're below the 200 moving average. Until we start breaking above that, that's just the given thing with moving average strategy. If you're below the 200, you're bearish. If you're above it, you're bullish. Yeah, a lot of strategies take that in consideration. Or plays up to there. It can go up there and tap it, and go up above it a little bit, and then roll back over. So you can play all kinds of games. If there are other lower moving averages underneath that 200, when price is up here, she's going to come back down. More than likely. Because you got to get them suckers crossing over too. They got some work to do. Bitcoin got a lot of work to do. but she in a range, and they're going to play it like the range. We might as well play it like the range too, right? I still think we're going to get another leg down here before we finally really identify our new trend. I'm not convinced yet that this is it. I just don't know. There's not enough touches. Unless it wants to come up and do something like that. If it does that, that's fine. But I would think she would come down a little bit more here. We're going to put a Fibonacci from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. See what's going on here. From her rejection up through here, she only came back to the 0.5. Now that's bullish. If she can hold it, she can hold it. And she's trying to find a support here on the 382. That's bullish. I can't argue against that. That's a nice bullish place, but considering the other facts here, normally what happens is we'll find some rejection there and then slowly come back to this, perhaps this 618 area at 54,000, perhaps this 786 area at 52, right at 52K. Those are some very likely possibilities, especially if she comes back up here and cannot do it and she makes a kind of a double top scenario. Might that be happening here? She's still got room to play out. But 62.8 in that area is still on the cards. Shout out to you guys here on the chat, man. Say hello to everybody here. We got Sam Webb, who was first tonight. Did you know it, brother? EMG Motorsports, how's it going, my man? Dave P. And there's Strega. Uh-oh. Is it time for us to talk some turkey? Road Dog promises turkey dog. Did I? Oh, well, who am I to disappoint? Excuse me. What you? Ha! Now I gotta tone down my saturation. Where are we, man? Oh no! What? It's fake? Why is that one on there anyway? Road Dog has lost his turkey. Hey. Yeah. Woo, baby. Let's do some turkey charting. Strega says, why isn't XRP up to 11K yet? Because you just don't believe enough, Strega. You just don't have enough of it either. Until you have enough conviction to sell everything you own and buy XRP, you're just not going to understand. I need beach money. I need some turkey legs, says Dave P. MG Motorsports says, I'd be happy for Bitcoin to drop the way I'm playing at the moment. Oh, this turkey is roasted, man. Ooh, baste me. All right. I got the fever. And the only prescription is some more cowbell. Another public service announcement from the Cowbell Association. If you don't have cowbell in your life, or you're just missing life altogether, you get a cowbell today. Steal it from a cow if you have to. They'll buy another one. We'll still get paid. Lucky here, we take a swing high to swing low. We are seeing that we're finding some turbulence here over at the 618 Fibonacci around 61,900 or 62,000 if you just want to be kind of lazy about it. Notice also, if you will, over and just slightly above at $62,469 that there's a 200 moving average just sitting up there just waiting on us. You just like to point things out, don't you? Well, A little further above is where we really find the dark skies at the moment. We have the 800 moving average over the 600 and something Lucy moving average, and the 200, which happened to did. They're stacked reversed order. That's some negative momentum up there. If you asked me to do some kind of crazy price prediction, some kind of crazy price action thing, I would say we got a good chance to come up to these areas. Then they're going to slap us down a little bit. Now, will we hold that? There's some bullish. This 200 crossing that 300. I mean, that's a step in the right direction, and it's a bigger moving average doing that. That should hold some weight and give these other guys time to catch back up. But we could probably start ranging a little higher. Is that crazy? It may take us a little while to get that bigger drop down here. That's crazy. I can't believe I'm saying it like that, but it looks like we're going to make some plays up through here. Wow, man. For real? Yeah, for real. At least that's what the 4 hours is telling me. The moving average is saying, man, the 50's crossing over the 100. They're like patching things up, they're not mad at each other, talking on the phone now, hanging out a little bit. Other moving averages are, if prices can break up above these two, then it's party weekend. That's interesting. So we got a trend line here, 1-2 touches. That's a weak ass trend line, but that's pretty much all we got to be our saving grace right now. So my strongest bit of advice is, you see price start breaking that little sucker, then you might want to, you might want to cut some things off. I'm just saying, because that's going to bring down the whole market a little bit if Bitcoin comes down to these other areas. So that's the little safeguard, but wicking down to the 50. We already went over this, and finding support at 382. It does give it, if she can hold it by Fibonacci strategy, that could be a strong move. So in short, as long as we're above this trend line, we're probably pretty good. As long as we're above the non-moving average, we're probably pretty good. And there might be some snowballs chancing hell of coming up to higher targets. I mean, actually, bounce here, I would expect. Dudes, y'all really want to know? Does y'all? Alrighty. It is time for the I lost my song.
All right. Yes.
Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Yo, man, she bounced off that. She can go up here. Believes it or not. Believe it or not. 65. Possibly even 65.5 as technically one of them. I can give you two targets that are just right there back to back. But it would be like here and no higher for right now. So I would expect strong rejection in this area. Now, minus all that fancy stuff that you just saw there, if you just pull down a swing high to swing low, you see we got a 786. You can make it as easy or as complicated looking as you want to, I suppose. However, that method that I just did will get you up a little pickle. I don't know, it's different ways of looking at things. I like it when you get some confidence like that, because that means that's a strong area right there. It would be cool. Price could make a higher high here. It is Friday. Normally we have lower liquidity, but sometimes on Saturdays and sometimes on Sundays, I don't know, we see a little difference, but I think that's some big boys sneaking in and doing some weekend plays there from their beachfront condos or something. We could do something like that, but keep in mind, we're still in a bearish formation, and this little guy can do some stuff and bring us back down to so here, put that up there. Just put it, make sure you get to the top. Down this area about 46. Like 46, that's lower than where we were before. That would be a lower low. That would suck, but it could happen. What I expect to see in the market is that we're covered because nobody uses these moving averages over here. Very few people see those and see what's going on there. But we're getting ready. We're making a comeback. Yeah, it's all season. Altcoins gonna make a comeback too. I don't know what the thing will be, but the closer we get to these areas, the more bullish it is, and you feel it too. I feel it. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, well, yeah, don't need to take profit now because we're going up, baby. Come on, we might keep on going. Yeah, this is what the market does to us, and if you get aware of it, you can see it ahead of time. We can see, that's a possibility that can happen. But when we're in the middle of it, it's like, yeah, baby, we can do this. Yeah, throw some more on the fire. We get crazy. And it doesn't help when you got other YouTubers out here saying, well, watch me, I'm going to show you how to la la. Yes, and this one, this is a Russian bull flag, and it's guaranteed to go. I don't know what kind of crazy things that they would have, but usually there's some kind of measured move like this to 95,000. Crazy. I'm exaggerating, just to be fair. The turkey can do that, right? Check back with you guys. What's going up, man? We got more cowbell. Woo! Hey, there's Mr. Miles. Miles, how are you always first like that? This has got some kind of secret I just don't know about. Sam was first also. Remember to smash the like button. Hey, I like the way you talking, Dave B. That's some smooth talking. Hey, I got some coins that they're worth looking at. I think they're worth looking at. I don't know. I'm in some of these and some of them I'm not, and kind of thinking, hey, man, it looks pretty good. I have. This is my first time looking at the charts. I've been just looking at my screener stuff, but I've seen some of them. It looks like meme coins are bottom out. Let me just throw that out there right now. Meme coins look like they're hurting right now. Like Popcat. She hurting. But you know what ain't hurting? On the 4 hour, unlike Bitcoin, 800, 600, 300, 200, they're all stacked up right, baby. They're going to bounce back. So if you like Popcat, I'm just saying, oh, look, we nailed it. Now I can erase it. What? Okay, so let me clear off let's just get it all out. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to go out and buy a Popcat, although these are the things that I look for. These are the things that I like. These are a few of my favorite things. Popcat, when you going to bounce, baby? I mean, I know you're below your 800 and that sucks, but I see how you stacked up and you a 618er? Mm-hmm. And you got the green light down here on Market Cipher. Stochastic bottom out. That sucks that money flows down here, but we can't see what she's going to do. Hopefully she'll start doing this. I would say so, since if you see the VWAP is already flipped up over here. This one's set up on the... Oh, we could make a call. I lost my chart. Oh, there you are. Freak me out, man. I still lost my chart. I can't get back. I broke it. The turkey dog broke the internet. What the hell? Look, there it is. Okay. Whew. I thought I did something bad. That 200 moving average is sitting up here at 69 cents. We're down at 44 cents. I think we can get back there. Why for so, road dog? La, 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 la. I'll do that for your entertainment only. La 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 la. The singing turkey. Boom! Come on, baby. Let's get us some. Let's get us a trade set up, a target. This would be my ultimate targets. You didn't nail it. Yeah, you did. Okay. Oh, you erased it. What's wrong with you, man? Somebody put him back in the oven. He ain't done. Stick a fork in me. Try to. I dare you. I double dog dare you to try to stick a fork in me. Oh, Lord, he's lost it. Those are some great targets. Again, you can always just come back here and swing high and swing low and kind of look and say, oh, a 618, that looks good. And a 78, but I don't think she's going to make it up there. Not just yet. But that's legit too, baby. We don't have a confirmed bottom yet. I'm just assuming because it makes an ass out of you and me. That's what I've always been told. They wouldn't lie to me, would they? No, you're pretty much an asshole all the time. Thank you for your input. That I find a little concerning, but it could play to our favor. If we broke into the downside of the channel, there is always that possibility that we could come down to the next little run there for PopCat. Can't believe I'm spending so much time on PopCat. It'll give us that very deep retracement to 35, 36 cents, 36 cent area. That could happen there. The non-moving average. Are you going to stick down here for a minute? It may take this one a little while before she pops out. I would put this on your radar, though. If you see her start recovering, especially if she gets above a 9 moving average, that's a first start. She might be onto something there. Going back to 74, I'm not going to put it in quiet. Well, yeah, we just put this trade set up. We just, she's not right for entry just yet. Although on the 15-minute, what are you doing? What are you doing over here? Did we catch you breaking out? Did you? PopCat, we just caught you breaking out. However, notice on this small ass time frame, all these little froggers are over here upside down. 800, 600. See, when they flip that way, prices come down, kind of like we don't want them to do on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is in danger of them flipping over like that. See how that's not good? But once they get all spread out and span out and they touch bottom, and they can start recovering from this. So just seeing it all spread out like that, and especially on smaller time frames, not we might be at the stage where she's trying to recover here. So if she can break back above this trend line, start moving more way back up, cool. We're not out of the woods yet because there's another trend line that says, hey man, you still gotta get past this 50 cent area. So again, I still think she looks interesting, but especially if she breaks back in this trend line, I like it. But you know, I've got that risk tolerance. I can do something like that, but yet I'm not doing it. I hadn't pulled the trigger on this one. You're talking a lot about PopCat. So you're going to spend all night talking about PopCat. That could be 67% gains. That first target up there at 74 cents. That might take it a little while to play out, but baby, I think she can do it. Stop losses. Oh, that's nice actually. Put it below the low here. 6%. That's very doable. That gives you a 10-to-1 risk reward ratio, and somehow I don't know. I have no problem finding these bigger risk reward ratios, and those are the nailed it targets that we usually find. Keep in mind though, there are some smaller little take profit areas, the little levels, if you will. So this is kind of what my trade setups kind of basically look like when I'm planning out some kind of trade and entry, and if I'm watching. If I do get in, then I've got these areas set. And take a little profit, take a little profit, take a little profit, take more profit. If you look over on my Unix Bitcoin trade, you can see this is still the same trade, or most of it. I think it is. I buy, I take profit, I take profits, I take profit and buy and add to the position, and it's tiny. I only got a little $15 trade going in over here right now. Only up 32 whole cents. This is a tiny account, but I like those tiny accounts to play with. I think Popcat's got a chance to come back into this thing. That's just my take on it. Let's move to something else. Let's go back to the chat first. Mr. Miles says, I have a time machine and I abuse the hell out of it. I can tell you how the pyramids were actually built, but you wouldn't believe me, said Mr. Miles. I would be interested in hearing your theory. How do you think I got into cash so early? Cinda says, I showed up for the turkey. Wow. Well, I guess he's not as scary as my scarecrow voodoo scarecrow's face. Let us take a look at a few other coins real quick. I want to take a look at Caspa. She's hanging out. She's been hanging strong. She not dumped yet. I'm looking at the cloud, and the cloud's, I mean, she's workable right now. She's Caspa wants to go up. She's got no objections to it. I'll put it that way. It looks favorable. 800, 600. Where'd the 300 go? It's up here. Yeah, we need to tap that again. That's at 17. Definitely need to tap that again, but and then the 200 above it, they're all stacked up right. It's just scary price, and there are smaller moving averages are the ones that are acting up. Translation is, and we can recover back to 17.6. It may take us a little while to kind of get above that and then start getting to a new higher range. She likes to range. Looks like a big old giant heartbeat pattern trying to form, though. Is that how they slowly do it? Oh my god. They're going to slowly do it on Caspa? Is this what it's going to be like? That's a heartbeat. That's got to be one of the slowest heartbeats I've ever seen, if it is. But a nice flush out, nonetheless. And of course, it flushed the whole freaking market out. 17.6 is what I got for Caspa. Probably have a little upset there and try to figure out what she's going to do from there on out, but we at least got that. I got a moon bag of banana coin, or banana gun. And she's up to $49 today. She dipped all the way down to 29, hung out around 35 before, and that, I think that's where I got into her before, earlier. Banana gun got up to $80, and we're at $49, $50 right now. Is this a cool project to be in? I think it's, I mean, apparently it's got a nice chart, and I'm very pleased with the results. I'm kind of like, I'd like to have more of you. All right, so she's likely to get rejected up in this area at 200 moving average. I mean, it can happen. Will it happen? Actually, you know what? Dang. Zoom out. That's actually looking really bullish to me for some reason. She's bounced off a 200 moving average on the daily. Bullish cross of the 9 over the 200. There's definitely some resistance where we are, man. But $60, $69 look like it's on target to be hit. call me crazy, but that's just, she's looking really bullish. I mean, she's going to face some rejection here, but moving averages are stacked up very bullish. Ichimoku Cloud looks really good. Indicators over here. What do you look like on the daily? So some of these altcoins are really starting to look kind of nice. Here on the daily, MACD looks like she's ready to rock and roll and has been for the few days when price has been going up on banana. So we got that. Where can I get in? Is that the real question that we want to ask ourselves? I want to get in banana coin. Where's my best chance? Well, that's going to be tricky, y'all. That non-moving average place about 45 and be a nice little place. See if we can find some confidence here. We'll swing high to swing. Swing low to swing high, if we got a high. The most likely areas to try to get in on this little guy is going to be, of course, this 236 area. On this little guy, if it can make it down there, man. I don't know if it can. We got this idea going on here. Banana gun, which looks like she's just flipped to the freaking upside. She's trying to go parabolic, and there's some rounding going on here. So what the freak, man? Did we look at total 3? I'm going to have to look at total 3. This is they want to get us really bullish. Can we capitalize on it while we do that? She's ready to rock. My take. I expect she can pull right back down here, and then, and if she stays out of this pattern, she comes back in the pattern where we can drop in. We can drop hard back down here. Don't want to do that. But a pullback 45, 46, somewhere through there, and then bounce. I'll look at $60 on that one. Ooh, baby, you need to put a stop loss. That's about 10% there. With 3 to 1 to get up to $60 and 5 to 1 to get up to about 69. Both of those are decent. Even just going right up here. That's a good trade. I gotta quickly check out total 3 because they're looking kind of bullishy. I don't see it on total 3 though. Not quite seeing it here just yet. Nah, sir. Can't say that I can see it. I mean, there's a few little bullish signs here, but we gotta get some action out of price. That 50 cross bullshit over the 100 moving average, so we could see a little bit. I know Abe's been taken off. She was at $114 last time I saw. Woo, baby. So we had this fib area. Is that? Oh. I got too many lines here. There's some resistance up at that one if that angle was correct there. She went up to our 1414 right there. What was your retracement? You didn't even hit the 618. Does that what make the difference? That's interesting. When things vary a little bit, I like to look into this to try to see if I can figure out why there's a little difference and just see what the anomalies are. Because a lot of times these fibs are just right on point. And I don't mind if they go up just a little bit. It's still a great target area. Still see that 121 area and 122 area. 886 area on this pull. Ah, baby, I think she can still keep going. Let me turn these bigger moving averages off. She has got a nice little strong trend going on. Well, first we got this little guy going from candle bodies to the bottoms there, and when I pull from candle bodies and I see these bottoms, I'm looking, and there's a decent falling in the angle. Put it up here, and then that gives us the resistance, and then we identify the trend lines that we have. And as long as we're above this trend line, whenever we break this trend line, that's maybe a time to end your trade or at least pay yourself. And we got targets on the way. Let's go, baby. You're at 113. Recover 114, and let's see if we can shoot for that 121. I got a 135 up there. If she really wants to get ballsy. And yeah, zoom out. Good old Ave. Get rid of some of these lines that we really don't need. See, when you zoom out to the daily, it makes all that stuff kind of look silly. When you zoom out to the daily, you see the nice rounding double bottom formation that we might be trying to work out. That's awful noisy through here, so I can't get a solid read on that trend line. And it is true, I do have orders stacked at all these places. Take profit on my spot margin. It's part of de-risking. This is one that I talk about on the show quite a bit. It's Arkham Intelligence. Yeah, well, they're going to use this to pay for their services and stuff, and they're the web sleuths and all that stuff that do all that on-chain analysis and stuff. I like them, and she's really cheap. She's back down to $1 when she was up to just shy of $4. Got a very steep retracement down to this bottoming area of 886. I'm definitely adding to my bags, but keep in mind, she's flipping the 100 across the 200, and sometimes we can see price pump when that happens. That's if we're going to get that, she's taking her sweet time doing it. She's likely might come back down to 87. She's got the green light on market cipher right now, but stochastics are kind of hot, kind of up at the top, so I don't know that she's going to do a whole lot. She's still got some work to do, but it's one to put on your radar, just considering what it is, and once she finally does figure out what she's going to do down here, we confirm a bottom and get above the 9 moving average. It might be worth checking out, but the smaller time frames are saying she's not quite ready just yet. She's still got some more work to do. But if you're a nibbler and a long-term player, I mean, it just depends on your entry, just depends on your strategy. If you're looking for the setup, though, this one's still got a few things to figure out, in my personal opinion. Take a look at whiff. Dog whiff hat at 141. So meme coins taking a beating, but are we on the 4 hour? You haven't quite found it. They're starting to look interesting. If you're looking for slower plays or something like that, if you're looking for, I mean, it's had some cool areas, man. 141, maybe 126 if we can get down there. She's not ready to pop to the upside just yet, but she might be thinking about it here soon. I would see that as being a shorter term play. Remember, we are thinking that the market's trying to get us all riled up and then roll over on us. So my time. Uh-oh. So Layer GG is on, he's taking a break from Twitter for right now. So we don't have the news, but what we do have that might be kind of cool to go over is Coin Trends, which also has the Coin Trends bot over on the Telegram group in the chat area where the cool kids hang out. I got their page pulled up. We are in extreme fear. Behind my dancing girls over here, we're at 25%. The market's scared. The coins that are trending right now, of course, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. The top gainers have been Aave, Arweave. We didn't take a look at Arweave yet. You're on my list, though. Unibot, of course, Bitcoin, and then TRX. A little bit of Didex there. The ones that have been hit the most has been Aptos and Sui. Sui might be worth taking a look at. That is on my list here. And Tia and Phantom. Bonk with Brett and Pepe. And those were the top losers today, and therefore, I don't know. Let's see if is there something there? Are we at a buy point, or are we at a place where are we getting close to one? Or are you going to roll over completely and crypto's just going to go to zero? They say that every year. So I got Tia at some still low prices, around $5. Remember, she was up to $7. She was up to a lot. She's like around $20 not long ago, so seeing her at $5 is pretty cool. Wherefore did you go up to? Well, she went up to 20. Yeah, about $21. In my personal opinion, I think she's at a nice area to consider nibbling. On the daily, I'm not quite so that she's just ready to pop up and just make us all riches and go through a great recovery just yet. But she's trying. She's getting to that area. So if you're a breakout trader, you're waiting a little bit for a breakout. If you're a bottom feeder, well, you're waiting for a little bit more of a drop. Daily says that could it happen? She's actually trying to recover here a little bit. Yeah, nice. If you can hold that, looks like you might try to. She's going to try to. It looks like she's going to try to run for it. She may come up a little bit. I don't expect her to get too far just yet. For the investor or someone doing a position trade, something like that, something takes a little bit longer. I think these are great areas. Or if you're DCAing, this is a good area for it. She's not ready for her to just jump in on a trade, in my personal opinion. Especially being below that big 200 moving average. Breaking a trend line here. I see that. Well, did you? From the wicks to the candle bodies, yeah. Candle body to candle body. She might have a little bit more to come back down. And this is what this chart suggests to me. She's getting ready to get a little bit cheaper. How far are you coming down? 492. Maybe even 451. Take a quick look at Sweet Better or Sui, as most people seem to call it. Swing low, swing high, move me where I need to buy. That's a great area for it to bounce from. There's confluence, you might pull it off. Zoom out. We got a good trend line. What's all this? You rounding? What's up with this? You're rounding. Still got the channel action going. All right. So breakout retest very possibly be happening right now as we speak on Sweet. She can come down to this 79 to 80 cent area. She's at 81 cents right now after dropping from 112. Looks like we could go back and try to retest those little areas about 111, 112. Maybe try to go higher if this thing is going to play out. There is a measured move from this little guy. We'll just take the width of the channel, pull it straight down. See where that might take us here, and that suggests that we might just get right up, y'all. Is that $1.22 out of Sweep? Yetham? Now I actually put that where the retest was. The general rule is to put it at the breakout, so we put it at the actual breakout. It's like 125. I've been playing. Let's do it like it's supposed to be. 126. Don't want to be one of them silly YouTubers making up his own rules. It's a rising bear flag. That's a rising bull. I don't know. I say crazy stuff sometimes. It's got a cinnamon twist. That's interesting. Moving averages. I like it. Don't like that cloud there though. Let's hope you can do this, baby. So we, because if not, where are you coming down to? Oh, yeah, you got. Oh, that would suck. I'm not doing it. Don't do it. Don't piss people off. If she can't bounce off that 200 moving average, and she might not, there's a 100 below it, so it's a little flip. 71, 72 might come to the picture. That'd be a nice place to try to get some there. You try to get some. You're trying to get some sweet. Sweet. That's what I was looking for right here. There we go. There's what's going on. I like it. Lucy is in every freaking, she's got her paws in everything right now. So I can, flipping that on, it kind of makes a little bit more sense. We came up and got past that 800 moving average, but they're flip-flops, see? 800 and the 6 whatever moving average, they're upside down. So I can pretty much, the bigger moving averages are bearish, and you're probably not going to go past them. They're probably going to slap you down because that's what she likes to do. That's what that devil girl likes to do. She just likes to take your hopes and dreams and just bust them. Boom. Why is everybody half naked here tonight? What's up with that? Oh God, everybody left. Put her back on there. That's Cassie. That's my side chick, Cassie. Hey, Cassie. she gives me the tingles. My side chick. She's at my side. I named her Cassie. I don't know where I got that name from, but I don't know. It seemed to stick. Anyway, so sweet. We were talking about the 800 and the 600 moving average, and good time may not that you will get some kind of reversal there. Those are the things I look for with these moving averages. Keep in mind 800. Okay, we got that. They're honestly, man. I'm throwing it out here. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just putting it on the table because it is on the table. It just depends on how bullish or bearish this market gets. But she had a nice run up. You can't complain about that. That helped me de-risk this little guy. Woohoo, baby! One down, 149 more pairs to go. This little guy here, which has just been a thorn in my side ever since I decided to start getting into this sucker. Hanging around $62. QNT. We pulled you aside. We
We've told you what you needed to do. We told you. We talked to you. And yet you still continue to just hang around with the dregs of crypto. You just like those low numbers, don't you? You just like them low numbers. Well, if she's coming down, well, that's one way to find a target for her to come down. It's not the best way. But if she's coming up, $70. Well, that's pretty darn close, though. Let's bucket. Let's range this little sucker. Who knows what these coins are going to do, man? If you're thinking it's going to do this and then, you know, do some stuff like that, I think you're going to be disappointed. I think what's a little bit more realistic to see for a lot of these coins that are down in these, doing this kind of same thing, is that we may come down lower, but this may be a range. A range. That is the wrong thing to do. Something like that, yeah. That makes this little tool I like it. I don't use it that much, but I can see why it's helpful. It does spell out. Definitely helps with these ranges. That is the visual range, the fixed range volume profile, and I think that's free on every TradingView account. Hey, there's Justin Crypto. How's it going, man? Caspa. Lucy the side chick. Turbo. I am not in this one, but I know some of you guys like it a lot. Let's see what she's doing. They're all doing the big drop, and then we come up, and we're all maybe doing a rollover. No, I don't want to leave the site. Why would you even think that? Well, their bigger moving averages look good. There's a chance to come back down to this 0.0035 area, retest that 800 moving average. That could be happening. Is there any confluence for that idea? There definitely is some confluence for that idea. Oh man, so Turbo, this could be the bounce area. Turbo. If that's not the bounce area, then you're looking at this little guy down here. We don't want that to happen, right? I gotta put it on the table though. I don't think it's in trouble with doing that just yet. With these moving averages that way, I seriously doubt you'll see these two, but this little guy. .0035. I think we're headed there. I think it would be a nice bounce. It's kind of snappy, and I can dance to it. Let's do it, Turbo. We're on the 4 hour, right? Oh, you got the death cross on the 1 hour. It's all over now, Turbo. Give it up. Go ahead and jump off the building, Turbo. Are you trying to flip? Are you trying to flip on this time frame? You gotta zoom in. She's above the 9 moving average, but see how it hasn't crossed. It's kind of rolling over. I pay attention to that stuff. All it takes is one back candle, and then she can, the moving averages to get that bullish cross. Let's see what you're doing on the smaller time frame. Are you going to make that cross or not? She's also rolling over here on, what is this, the 15 minute? That's kind of what we might see there. So Turbo, same thing with everything else. You got trend line. No worries until you break the trend line, man. For real, in my personal opinion. I see so many people on the 1 minute time frame on trying to figure out when price gets too far away from a freaking 21 moving average or something. And I'm like, let's use a freaking trend line. That told you when you can get out. Otherwise, they're getting out way early after getting in. It's crazy sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It is now 11 o'clock. Been going on for about an hour, and that's about as long as the stream needs to be, in my personal opinion. I just can't help it. I just want to look at Giga Chad before we actually bump out, because she's been kind of popping off on the 4-hour chart. So if you ain't Giga Chad, well, I haven't been looking at it, but it has been on Tokenmetrics. The Giga Chatters, you might be looking at something trying to go parabolic here. Trend line. If she breaks it, then so many ways to look at that. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See you again tomorrow. Nuclear war coming in. Ukraine is about to attack Russia and assets for permission. What? Ukraine is about to. Oh my gosh. Russia asks for permission to nuke them? When is that ever okay? When is that ever okay? Anyway, lots of stuff popping off out there. Be safe, trade wisely. I do recommend protecting your assets. Don't get scared, just have a plan. Looks like altcoins might have a little rally unless things go crazy. Just pay yourself, take some profits. Get yourself straightened out there. Get some dry powder. Because there might be a little in the next 4 to 6 weeks, there might be a little bit of a lower low. There might be. That's what we got to prepare for. So we're not sitting there going, I don't know what to do. I got no dry powder. I can't take advantage of it. If you plan now, then we can have that dry powder to say, man, I nailed that like a boss ass. The turkey says goodnight. Finally. Stop talking. Just hit the button.
Come on.
Oh, that wasn't so hard, was it?
Come on.
It's a button. You're afraid of buttons.
You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie.
Justin says, be ready for a huge drop and a huge green candle.
You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind. Unpredictable.
You been taking them profits?
Feet out of the ground, you ain't no one. You was dog, blew it up like supernova.
Stay safe, everybody.
In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it.